Welcome to the Los Alamitos State of the City. I'm your Mayor, Tanya Doby, and I'm here to report that the state of the city is not just strong, but we are thriving. A few years ago, the city embarked on a new path. We took stock of where we are as a small town and started to plan. We decided to take control of our finances. We decided to begin investing in our infrastructure and our neighborhoods. We decided to start implementing new strategies aimed not only at improving the way the city worked, but the way that we interacted with our residents and our businesses. We decided that our little town was not going to just be a nice little town. We decided that we were going to be more. Since that time, we have seen our town accomplish things that no one thought was possible. From aggressive infrastructure improvement plans that are on par with cities twice our size, to implementing programs like an early debt paydown plan and Los Al Bucks that are the envy of many of our neighbors, to offering some of the best public safety services in all of California. Los Alamitos is clearly on the right path and a model of what a smart, well-run, nimble, and innovative city can accomplish. Our work is far from over. Our city is just starting to come into its own, and we have a lot left to do. Over the course of this video, my council colleagues, staff, and I will highlight some of the important elements of our city and some of the opportunities that we see on the horizon. From our city events to new development plans to our expanded public safety efforts, Los Alamitos is a city that continues to strive for that little bit more that makes this place so special. So special that the outside world is starting to take notice. I was recently at an event where I heard some of the staff throwing around an acronym that I hadn't heard before. Not knowing what it was, I stopped and asked. The team member stopped, smiled, and said, BCE? Well, it stands for Best City Ever. That is our goal. That is what we're working towards, and I'm happy to report that we are well on our way.
While the city is in the strongest position it has been for some time, our work doesn't stop here. While the City Council and staff have always been committed to ensuring that we provide the most effective and cost-efficient service that we can, we must go further than that. We must be open to new approaches and to new ideas when it comes to cost savings and revenue generation. As I said before, the city is in the strongest financial position it has ever been. But now the real work begins to make sure we keep it that way. As part of our new approach, the city has begun to identify different ways to use grants and non-general fund related funding to complete our city projects. I have to compliment the mayor and staff for their efforts on this front. In this fiscal year alone, they have secured over $3 million in state and federal funds, including $2.5 million grant for our community center in the state budget. This is the first time that the city of Los Alamitos has been able to secure a special line item in the state's budget, and I wanted to thank Senator Janet Nguyen for her work in getting this done for the residents of Los Alamitos. That is over $3 million in projects that our residents and businesses will not need to pay, so that our funds can go towards other improvement projects and increases to public safety. The constant change in the economy are something that we spend a good deal of time focusing on. With inflation and uncertain market conditions, the city has taken a very conservative approach regarding our budgeting and how we go about negotiating long-term contracts for city services. This approach has resulted in some of the best rates for our residents, especially when it comes to trash hauling services, where Los Alamitos residents enjoy some of the lowest rates in all of Orange County. As we enter the fourth consecutive year of running a balanced surplus and having the ability to make strong investment decisions for Los Alamitos' future, I want to thank you and our businesses for the support that you have offered the city throughout the years. As the mayor said, the state of our city is strong. That is because of all of you and your commitment to Los Alamitos.
Looking forward to 2024, the City Council will continue to strike that delicate balance between our forward progress and ensuring that we continue to stay true to those special elements that make Los Alamitos home. We will also continue to ensure that we have honest discussions about where we are going and what we can achieve for the city. While I'm enthusiastic about what we have accomplished in such a short amount of time, I am even more optimistic about what Los Alamitos' future holds. We live in a fast-paced world that is constantly changing. Sometimes that change will bring opportunities. We need to ensure that we are doing all that we can to put Los Alamitos in the best position possible to take advantage of these rapidly evolving times. As such, the City Council has directed staff to continue our current advanced planning efforts to be proactive to address these changing times to benefit Los Alamitos residents and businesses. I know, it's an easy thing to say, so let me give you an example of it working right now. A few years ago, the City Council unanimously voted to develop and implement the city's first ever active transportation plan. This plan looks at different ways that we can get people from place to place, including planning for new street lanes and bike facilities. This not only will assist Los Alamitos with its goals of making a more walkable, bikeable, transportation-friendly city, it also makes Los Alamitos and everyone that lives here safer. This is where the having a plan meets the opportunity part. By completing this master plan and having each of the individual projects it contained pre-designed, we are ready to start these projects the moment we are able to identify a funding source. Earlier this year, Congresswoman Michelle Seal sent out a call for shovel-ready projects in her district for consideration for federal funding. Because of the work that our staff had already been done, the city was first in line and was awarded over $500,000 for a project on Bloomfield to make walking and biking safer for the children that attends the Los Alamitos Elementary and McAuliffe Middle School. Also, $500,000 saved for our residents. Some might call it luck. I like to think of it as the plan working. This upcoming year, we have several design projects that will serve as shelf-ready projects that will allow the city to vie for grants to improve infrastructure, to beautify, provide safety, and fulfill state mandates. Some of the upcoming design projects include updating the city's medians, designs for rehabbing our arterial streets such as Catella Avenue and Cerritos Avenue, and reimagining our parks. Another forward-thinking, long-range plan was that unanimously approved by City Council in an effort to support our business and property owners is the development of the Los Alamitos Town Center Strategic Plan. This new framework reimagines the city's retail core and allows for a revitalization of the city's areas that will strengthen Los Alamitos' economic outlook in the future. By providing development opportunities that did not previously exist, we have created an incentive for property owners to reinvest in the community and attract new retail and commercial businesses to town. This will not only provide for more opportunities for our business community, but will also allow property owners to take advantage of some of the newest development trends.
Great events, fantastic services, and our small city feel. That's what makes Los Alamitos home. It's one of these things that makes me proud to be a part of this city. Over the past few years, the city has begun the process of reinvesting in our public infrastructure and rethinking the ways that we allocate funding for this important need. In the past, like many cities, Los Alamitos struggled to keep up with the financial demands of our parks, street medians, and facilities. With the adoption of the Fiscal Stabilization Plan, the city has chartered a course that is predicated on making sure that we invest where we need to ensure Los Alamitos continues to look and feel the way it should. The past few years, we have aggressively instituted a reinvestment plan to tackle these issues in the city. While we still have a lot to accomplish, it's important to acknowledge how far we've come. From a place just 4 years ago when the city was putting just $350,000 annually into street and road repairs, the city reached a new benchmark this year with the approval of the investment of over $8 million in the city's residential streets, facilities, medians, and parks. This investment in our neighborhoods will ensure that Los Alamitos will continue to be the place we hold so dear going into the future. It's important to remember none of this happens without a plan. As a city, we must continue to work on innovative ways to get the most out of our infrastructure dollars. This includes looking for creative ways to use non-general fund dollars to fund the projects. And I'm happy to report that over the $8 million of capital improvement projects we have slated for this year, nearly half of the funding comes from non-general fund sources. This year is going to be full of projects. And if I were to list them all, we'd be here until the next State of the City. That said, keep an eye out, especially in our parks, for project posters and banners for more information. These improvements are not just about making Los Alamitos look better. They're part of our commitment to the safety and longevity of our neighborhoods and businesses. By improving and maintaining our city's vital infrastructure, we're ensuring that Los Alamitos remains a place where we'll all be happy to call home.
As you know, Los Alamitos is a small city. While we may be small, there is simply no way to take into account for the size and scope of services and events our community produces. It is a constant source of pride for my colleagues and I to see everyone come together and just enjoy being a part of what makes Los Alamitos so special. Each year, our recreation and city team work collaboratively with our community partners in order to provide exceptional services to residents and businesses. This past year, we added a few new events such as Teen Expo and Women's Conference. We also expanded existing events such as our summer concert series through our partnership with Memorial Care Miller Children's and Women's Hospital, Long Beach, and many other valuable partners. We offered an amazing year's worth of fun and exciting events. We found creative ways to continue with the Weekend of Art, the 3rd of July Fireworks Spectacular, Spring Carnival, Senior Prom, Celebrate Los Al, Race Los Al, Serve Los Al, Trunk or Treat, and Winter Wonderland. This community cannot get enough fun family events. We are incredibly proud to present these events. Each one is an accomplishment as they provide great opportunities for our community to gather, create lasting memories for their families, and experience that small town feel. Not to mention, provide exposure for local businesses, churches, and nonprofits. They also showcase what Los Alamitos and this community are and what we can achieve together.
While plans are great, it is sometimes more effective to see them in action. Over the past year, the city has been experimenting with different events and activities within the town center area in order to showcase what some of these changes might look like if property and business owners were to take advantage of them. These events, such as the Parklet Series, Sunset Saturdays, Concerts on Pine, and Celebrate Los Al, have offered us all a small glimpse of what our future town center may look and feel like. These events also have given us an opportunity and place for all of us to reconnect with each other and build on that Los Al sense of community. Like the old adage, those who fail to plan to fail. The City Council and staff are committed to a multi-year strategy aimed to uncover untapped economic potential, making Los Alamitos have a more resilient economy created through partnerships among the businesses, nonprofits, and the community. Working together, we will ensure a sustainable, sound, and diverse business space that will create a healthy, prosperous, and strong Los Alamitos for years to come.
Los Alamitos is a city that has always held public safety as one of our top priorities. This is exemplified by our police department's motto, every hour, every day. I am incredibly proud of our safety personnel and their steadfast commitment to this community. The law enforcement industry and the Los Alamitos Police Department has been facing a shortage of qualified applicants. However, through a concerted effort of making recruitment and retention our top priority, I'm happy to say that we are at full complement. We continue to grow and change the way that we approach public safety, and we are fully committed to ensuring that our residents and businesses have one of the best public safety teams in Orange County. Community engagement is another top priority for our department. We have increased our social media presence, initiated the Pink Patch Project, hosted numerous Coffee with a Cop events, and this year we have introduced our Volunteers in Policing program. Volunteers in Policing is a program that allows community members to offer their time and talents to the police department. Surrounding agencies have been successfully utilizing volunteers for years. Participants will play a key role in clerical duties, special events, vacation checks, and other various tasks. This new program adds new and innovative ways for us to engage with the residents of this great city. This program will provide residents of all ages the opportunity to participate in positive and constructive activities that enrich their lives. This year, serving as your mayor has truly been one of the most rewarding experiences. And while it is easy to get caught up in the successes and milestones that Los Alamitos has reached over this year, I frequently find myself stepping back and taking a moment to reflect on the big picture. By any way you want to measure it, Los Alamitos is clearly on the rise. I truly believe that the progress we are seeing is a result of our residents' willingness to work together and the partnerships that we have formed. We have accomplished a lot, and I cannot wait to see what all of us can accomplish together in the future.